everyone, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog and another gorgeous spring day. It's a little bit warm. Today's the first day of the year that I've been able to wear shorts and my leg really stings. I think I touched a nettle. If you saw my last video, you will know that we've really been go these past couple days. Patrick's folks are visiting us from the States and we've been trying to see as many sites with them as we can fit. So far we've been to Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, Tower of London, Churchill War Rooms. We did 2 walking tours, a boat tour. It's been a lot of activities. But today we have a bit of a down day though, because his parents left early this morning to do one of those all-day bus tours that takes you to some different cities outside of London. So they'll be gone all day doing that, which kind of is a good thing for us. It gives us a little bit of a catch-up day so I can kind of tidy up, do some laundry, and we also need to pack because tomorrow morning we are taking the train up to Edinburgh all together. I'm so excited for this. I have not been to Scotland before, but I just have this feeling that I'm really gonna like it. You know how you just feel drawn to certain places? Like it feels right to be there. I feel like this about the Pacific Northwest in the States. Like I just feel good when I'm there. I like who I am when I'm there. And I don't know why specifically, but I do feel very drawn to Scotland. A pale young lass like myself with green eyes and freckles. I think I could do some damage there. I fear I might grow too powerful there. I just feel this deep ancestral pull to go to Scotland. Hey, not Scottish, by the way. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I could be, but not to my knowledge. There's this guy who works for our apartment complex that I see from time to time. He's an older Irish gentleman. And one time he was helping me sort through a bunch of packages looking for my mail. And he picked up my parcel and saw my last name and made some sort of comment like, oh, I recognize that name. It's a Scottish name. Like, are you Scottish? And I was like, I don't think so, sir. But the fact that you even suspect that I am means everything to me. We're only gonna be there for 2 days, so I don't actually need to pack that much. But we are sharing a suitcase, which means I can't overpack. I do need to kind of commit to just 2 outfits. So naturally I've made a mess and pulled out just about every piece of plaid clothing that I own. Is that stupid? Part of me thinks that maybe that's tacky and a bit too much. But mostly I feel like if there was ever a place to wear plaid, a tasteful tartan, this is it. He's helping. In the States, I used to buy almost all of my clothes from either Poshmark or ThredUp. Bless you. Thanks for sneezing on my sweater. In the States, I used to buy almost all my clothes secondhand off of Poshmark or ThredUp. Bless you. Those companies don't operate here, but I've recently discovered Vinted, which is basically the same thing as Poshmark. And I got this green gingham prairie maxi dress on there for like 10 pounds. I don't normally wear colors this bright, but I feel like the green could be a sleigh. I'm also getting to that point in having long hair where I'm contemplating cutting it all off. Like imagine this dress with like a cunty little French bob tucked behind my ear. Just a thought. The problem with that is that I do feel most pretty with long hair, and I still probably have another year of growth maybe until it's at the level where I feel like a sea siren calling sailors to the cliffs. Long hair makes me feel like I'm Arwen from Lord of the Rings. I'm a pre-Raphaelite forest witch and mythical Selkie. But short hair feels incredible and it doesn't take 6 hours to dry. This is the dilemma. Hello, good morning. It's about 7 a.m. the next day. We are about to leave soon. I think our train is at 8:30. I need to take Odie out around the block one more time and then finish packing up his little things. I need to get his food in a freezer bag, his blankie, maybe some toys so he doesn't get bored in the hotel room. And then we're gonna take a cab to the station. I figured taking a cab will be easier than trying to wrangle our bags and tiny Timothy over here on the tube. We are leaving from King's Cross Station, which makes me feel a little academic, I don't know. So the outfit theme of choice is some cord trousers and a sweater vest.
Wow. 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 Wow.
There you have it. The train ride was about 4 hours long. It's mostly through countryside, farmlands, and a hell of a lot of sheep. We dropped our bags off at our hotel and just decided to wander around. We stayed in Edinburgh Oldtown, which, as the name suggests, is the oldest part of the city, and much of its medieval street plan has been preserved over the centuries. This stretch of road here is called the Royal Mile. It's the main street that runs between Edinburgh Castle and Holyrood Palace. It's lined with so many fun shops and cafes, all these tiny alleyways that branch off in different directions. It feels very whimsical, as if you're walking around a movie set or something, some kind of mashup between Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. Then we stepped inside St. Giles Cathedral. This is one of Scotland's most significant medieval parish church buildings. Its history spans 900 years, starting as a Romanesque church in the 1100s. It's seen the fallout of civil war and was the center of the Scottish Reformation as John Knox's parish church. The architecture in this place blew me away. I love a Gothic arch and vaulted ceiling as much as the next former AP art history girlina, but the stained glass in here was incredible. We caught it at the perfect time of day where the windows were just perfectly illuminated by the sun and reflected this kaleidoscope of colors on the stone wall. We also just happened to go inside while a live choir and orchestra were practicing, so this is what it sounded like just walking around. Immaculate ambiance. I felt like the main character in whatever period fantasy novel my brain was cooking up during this trip. And speaking of ambiance, this is the raw audio from my camera just walking around outside. And what is that? Oh, just the distant, mysterious droll of bagpipes. This area is touristy, so there are street performers trying to earn their coin from silly goose tourists like myself, but the resulting atmosphere that this creates is just magical. Again, making it real easy to romanticize a storyline in my inner dialogue. Give me a sword and a little sheep companion named Thistle, and we're cooking. We're really onto something. Then we walked around Greyfriars Kirkyard. This is a graveyard surrounding another very old parish church in Oldtown. This is where Greyfriars Bobby is buried. Bobby is maybe the most famous dog in Scotland. He was a Skye Terrier who became beloved in the mid-1800s after his owner passed away, and Bobby spent 14 years guarding his master's grave in this churchyard. The town loved him so much that they put up a statue to honor him, and people come from all over the world to pile sticks next to his grave. That is just the sweetest thing in the world to me. I will and did cry reading about little Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby, this just ain't right.
Damn it, Bobby! Where's Mommy's bourbon?
Then we went back to the hotel and crashed out while watching The Imitation Game. Oh, she's looking gorge. Hello, good morning. It is about 6 a.m. the next day. We are just getting up now. Patrick just took Odie outside. I'm gonna start getting ready. We're gonna try to go find some breakfast. And then we have a tour of Edinburgh Castle, I think at 9:30. I was kind of bad at filming yesterday. There's just a lot going on. I'm gonna try to be better at it today. Probably won't happen. After the castle, I think we're just gonna walk around town and see what we can find. We had amazing weather yesterday. Everybody that we talk to here says that that never happens. But today there's an 80% chance of rain. So that sucks. But I guess we'll get the authentic Scotland experience. this morning, but on the plus side of that, look how moody and dramatic it makes everything look. And I do love the drama. We stopped in a cafe for some tea and breakfast and then made our way over to the castle. You'll see the castle is built atop this hill, or cliffside really, called Castle Rock. You can spot it from all over the city. Right when we hiked up the hill, blue sky just opened up and we got this gorgeous view. Edinburgh Castle has a very interesting history that I certainly won't do justice in this video, but Castle Rock has been occupied by humans since the Iron Age. We're talking BC numbers here, people. There's been a royal castle on the rock since the 11th century. It's played a prominent role in Scottish history, serving as a royal residence, arsenal, treasury, mint, prison, military fortress, all of the above. It was an important stronghold for Scotland and involved in many conflicts during the Wars of Scottish Independence. It was besieged over 20 times and changed hands multiple times between the Scots and the Brits. The castle is thought to be the most besieged palace in Britain and one of the most attacked castles in Europe. There's a bunch of museum rooms you can walk through here. There's a chapel that's said to be the oldest building in Edinburgh, and the Scottish crown jewels are also housed here. Gorgeous, by the way. There's a gold sword with a hilt designed to look like a twisty thistle. Very fancy, very cool. I, of course, found the pet cemetery. It's a little garden bed they reserved in the Victorian era to honor officers' dogs and military mascots. This got me thinking, had I been alive in the 16th century, with a royal bloodline, mind you, there would be wiener dogs everywhere. My house sigil, wiener dog. It's on our shields, it's on our banners. The gargoyles on the castle are wiener dogs. Wiener dog embroidered coronation robes. A fleet of dachshunds for the royal hunt. Squirrels hunted to extinction. We walked through the park afterwards and scoped out this little coffee hut where I got the best hot chocolate of my life. Look at this thing, below torched marshmallows on top. By afternoon it was pouring rain again. You can't really tell from these clips, but it was really coming down. We decided to go tour Holyrood Palace. This is the official residence of the British monarch in Scotland. I couldn't film inside, but it was very neat. This is Disney World for medieval tapestries and unicorns. Good morning, it's day 3. It's about 7 o'clock, we're just getting up now, and I fear that it's raining again. We have a half day left here to go do some stuff, and then our train back home leaves around 2, I think. I'm not sure what we're gonna get up to today, because everything we really wanted to do is outside, and it was kind of miserable walking around in the rain yesterday, but we'll see. Maybe we'll have a stroke of luck again like yesterday. I'm sad to leave so soon. I wish we had another 2 days here. I feel like then we could really hit the spots that we want to see in the city. Also, everybody's so friendly here. Everybody that we've talked to in like restaurants and shopkeepers, taxi drivers, have been really, really friendly. Way more so than London. The city is gorgeous. It's very old time. It feels like you're walking around in a different time period. We ventured up Colton Hill, which is another volcanic hill in the city actually. There is a park and a walking path here with 360 views of Edinburgh. You can see the castle and the palace at opposite ends here. That big hill in the background is called Arthur's Seat. It's an ancient, now extinct volcano that is kind of the backdrop for the city. You can also hike up there for some panoramic views. We just had fun pointing out all the buildings we had walked by, and Odie enjoyed sniffing. Hello, hi there. I'm back at home now editing this video, realizing I didn't film anything else after the park that day. We had planned to go to this other part of town called Dean Village, which looked so darling in photos. I'm sad that we missed out on it. But you know what? It was raining the whole rest of the day, and what we really wanted to do was just shop. There were just so many cute stores where we were. Some touristy, gimmicky souvenir shops, whatever, but also some very darling little curated shops. The most wool stores I've ever seen in my life. Wool, cashmere, tweed specific shops everywhere. You couldn't throw a rock in Edinburgh without hitting a wool sweater. But that's all we did the rest of the day. We just shopped and then got on the train and came home. So I thought maybe I could end this video with just showing you my little haul, my Scotland purchases.
All right, I will buy it. It'll be good for the economy.
Okay, the first place that we got stuff from was a little Christmas decor shop. We each picked out an ornament. Patrick picked out this little sheep playing the bagpipes. How cute is he? And then I picked out this beaded thistle that says Scotland on it. We have a little felted ornament collection growing now that these will be perfect for. Then we went into a Celtic, is it Celtic or Celtic? I think it's Celtic. Then we went into this Celtic jewelry store and I picked out this little sterling silver thistle pendant necklace. Thistle is the national flower of Scotland. I also just have a thing for them. I made an embroidered thistle beret last year. It's a little bit jarring to see myself wearing silver. I pretty much exclusively wear gold jewelry, but the price between gold and silver jewelry right now is actually shocking. I think it was like 35, 40 pounds for a silver pendant and like 400 pounds for gold. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I wear silver now. Then we found this vintage inspired print shop. It's called the Royal Mile Gallery. And they just had some vintage inspired print pieces that you could buy as home decor. I have a thing for flower fairies. I have one flower fairy that I actually got in the Cotswolds a few years ago. Oh, it's kind of dusty. It's this one, the Privet Fairy. Anyway, this print shop had a collection of some other flower fairies. I was really hoping for a thistle fairy, but I couldn't find one. So I picked out this little guy. He's the acorn fairy. This one really resonated with me. I'm a bit of a treasure collector. If I see a interesting acorn, feather, bone, rock, I'm putting it in my pocket and bringing it home. I'm probably forgetting about it until I do laundry. So I love the acorn fairy. This is my son, this is my father, this is my Holy Spirit. And the other print that I picked out is this vintage landscape of Edinburgh. You can see the castle here up on the rock. This is the park that we walked around. There's Arthur's Seat and Colton Hill in the background. I thought this was just a really pretty memento that we can hang up. And then lastly, I did partake in the wool garments. I got influenced. I just got caught up in like the whimsy of it all. So I got two wool sweaters. This first one is a kind of Scotland green sweater vest. It's 100% wool, but it's not scratchy. It's still pretty soft. But also I would only really wear this over other garments, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But I just love this color and I think it's gonna be great for layering. I also kind of envisioned maybe, if I'm feeling fancy, embroidering my own thistles on the collar here. Editing me. Can you add a mock-up of that in post? Wow, stunning. And then the other sweater I got is this kind of dark cranberry cardigan. This one is cashmere, so it's very soft and cozy, but I really like this color. You know those color analysis videos where they hold up the different colors and you're supposed to notice some huge difference in color palette? I never notice a difference in those videos, but I do feel like this color kind of does something for me. I think it looks nice with my eyes and my hair. Okay, those were all my purchases. I will say really earnestly that I loved Edinburgh. I just thought it was the coolest place ever. I wish we had more time there. Like I said, I think we needed another 2 days at least, but I'm very glad that we got to go. I would love to see more of Scotland. I'd love to do a longer trip and see some of the more rural areas like the Highlands and all the lakes, just all the natural beauty that is there. I still need to figure out the logistics of how to plan that trip. I've read the best way is to drive yourself. Like you gotta rent a car if you wanna see all the things. But I'll be so honest, I hate driving and I'm scared of it. I know there's tour groups that you can book where they will drive you around in a bus, but none of those I found are dog friendly. And again, so honest, I need my dog with me. I'm sorry. Look at him. Him is a tiny baby angel. He never bothered nobody. And he really wants to see Nessie. We do still have 2 days with Patrick's family. Tomorrow morning, we're going to St. Paul's Cathedral. We got tickets to go inside there. So that should be fun. That'll be in another upcoming video. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I'm sending you lots of love. Okay, bye.
Mama want to see Nessie.